Hello everybody and welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are cutting this enormous rough knobby opal from Lightning Ridge. This might be one of the most biggest, brightest, most beautiful pieces of rough I've cut to date. You can see that green is hiding under the distinct white cap on top. So I know there's something exciting on the inside. We have to weigh it because when we're cutting rough opal, you lose about 80% of the total weight. This clocks in at 40.85 carats. So we're going to need the lucky hat, as well as a coffee, because we want to keep this opal as big as possible. Cheers. Obviously, first things first is we need to clean up around the edges of the rough piece of opal. I'm being slow and steady, A, because I'm too excited, I want to see what that white cap is hiding, and B, well, we need to see what the colour looks like. Now it's time to tackle that distinct white cap. When it comes to knobby opal, more often than not, the best colour is hiding underneath that white cap. So it's time to take it off. I don't need to do much talking, because the opal does most of it. So just sit tight and enjoy. This opal, I can tell, is going to be absolutely stunning. Just look at those colours and the colour play. Now, there's quite obviously a lot of sand. And at this moment in time, I'm not sure how deep that sand goes, but it looks like it goes quite far. So maybe at this point, it's looking like we're going to lose more than 80% of the opal. However, we're wearing the lucky hat. So who knows? We might do alright. I'm taking the back off here in this shot because, well, this opal's lending itself to be a black crystal opal. The potch is doing absolutely nothing. The colour is already bright and already dark, so there's no need to have the back on it. Here, I'm trying to take out the sand. I'm just doing each spot by each spot. The moment that sand spot is out, I'm moving on to the next. And here it is in studio lighting. You can see there's lots of sand. But with the torch, it looks like the sand is only on the surface now. So we're getting there. However, at the back end where I'm using this key to point, you can see the sand goes in quite far. So that's going to be a problem. But just look at it. In the sunlight, this opal is just insanity. It's unreal. It's probably one of the best I've ever cut. I can't stare at it forever, despite as how much I want to. It's back to the wheels to tackle the sand. And we're starting to get it out. You can see on the right hand side, those deep spots that I pointed at with the key are still there. But on the left hand side, it's starting to look very, very clean. And that is exactly what we were hoping for. Just look at this thing. It's a big ball of colour. However, we've still got these sand spots left. So slowly but surely, I'm grinding away on the wheels, and I move over to the 600 grit. For two reasons. It starts the pre-polish, and also still takes away a little bit of the material. And I'm doing it all freehand. There's no point in dopping this up. The shape is freeform and I want to keep it like that for now. You can see how this opal is turning out and is absolutely stunning. And I'm keeping it freeform because as an opal cutter, you can use your best judgment and your own artistic interpretation. And today, Mother Nature was the artist, and it kept this opal huge, so I'm going to keep it like that for now. Obviously, I need to inspect the opal to see the scratches are out, before then adding the final polish. And I know some of you may be thinking, keeping this as a free form isn't great because it can't be sold commercially. And you might be right, there is some truth to that. Free forms don't sell as well as perfect gems. But I think doing this opal the best justice is keeping it as big as possible. Who's to say that I don't slice it up and make some perfect gems in the future, but for now, bigger is better. Now feast your eyes on this. This opal is absolutely gorgeous. It has a brightness of 5 with 3D colour play, blue and green. You can see it has a big chaff pattern running up the side with flagstone, broad flash, rolling flash and so on. It has a lot of positive characteristics, but mostly its brightness is a serious kicker. I'm going to put it in the shade so you can see what I mean. It still glows even in the dark. And here it is in diffused lighting, still giving us some eye candy. Now remember when I said we're expecting to lose 80%? Well, we didn't even lose 50. It's 22 carats. It's enormous. Just imagine even a ring with a stone like this on. It's fantastic. The colour play is addictive, the brightness is blinding, and the stone is stunning. I'm lost for words really. I'm so happy with how this opal turned out. All the sand is out, so like I mentioned before, if I needed to, I'm ready to slice it into some perfect gems. But for now, it's best to enjoy it in its natural form as this big globular. It deserves its own display case, and that's where it's going to be for the time being. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you've enjoyed the video, please like it and remember to subscribe, and I appreciate you watching. And as always, I'll see you very, very soon.